Watch Your Search fans, how you doing? We're going to start off this week with what I promised you, doing a little bit on John of Gaunt, which was on that coin that I found last time, if we remember. And there he is there. Now he is actually John of Ghent, which is where he was born, which is in Belgium. But the English, being the English, didn't really take to that accent, so he ended up being John of Gaunt, which absolutely infuriated him. He was a lovely bloke. He married a cousin, which wasn't that unusual at those times, and due to the English rights of succession and everything else, he ended up being the power behind the throne of Richard II, because when Richard II came to the throne he was only 10. So John of Gaunt was in his era, giving it large, and he raised all the taxes and tried to make more money, and ended up causing the Peasants' Revolt, which was in 1381. So he caused a lot of trouble. He was a bit of a nightmare. Fathered children in and out of wedlock all over the place. And when he eventually died, he had a thing in his will, that was in 1399 it was, he had a thing in his will that all of his children were legitimised. So they all become huge landowners, the descendants of which still are. So there you go. John of Gaunt, should have been John of Ghent. Bit of a stroppy so-and-so. Okay, I'll go and get Dexter the detector dog, and we'll go through this week's finds. I'll see you after the videos. Watch Your Search fans. It's a Saturday morning. We've had rain after rain after rain after rain. Just giving you a quick view of the Kent countryside there. Look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? What a nice day. I'm here today with a chap called Gary. He's going to give you a wave. Say hello, Gary. That's Gary. This is his very first time out detecting. He's bought himself a machine. What's your machine, Gary?
It's a Vanquish 440.
So this is his very first time out. He's got a new machine. We're going to keep an eye on him and see what he can find. He's got his one and only shout on my permission. I'll just let him know that. So we'll see what he can find. We'll keep an eye on him, and we'll have a go at some of these rows down here and see what we can find. I shall see you on the first hole. Royal Britannia, there she is. I don't know what year that is, let's have a look.
It's my first bit of metal.
It's a teen, 19 something. Good afternoon, sir. Oh no, still good morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? There we go. Nice little penny. We like that. Now Gary's got his first little bit of metal. Let's go and have and see what he's found. Oh, I've got the sun behind you, mate. Can't really see you there. Let me come up that way so we can see you. Let's have a look what you got. There we go. That's yeah, it's a bit of that.
It's a bit of metal.
It is a bit of metal. Yeah, it is. How are we getting on? Are we finding it?
Yeah, good. Detective works, obviously. Good bit of kit. Until I break it with the spade.
Until you break it with the spade.
Yeah.
Keep on. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Right,
Practice makes perfect.
Where's his coins?
Well, so far so good today. This has just come out. Now we can see it's a badge. I can see the pin. All still intact, but I don't know what it is. Let's have a clean together. See what we can find. I'll tell you what, I'll give it a... Can't see anything on it yet. I'll give it a field clean and come back to you. Well, that's the best I could do in the circumstances. It's nice, isn't it? Some writing underneath it, unless it goes up that way. Oh, I can't imagine it goes that way, do you? Does that say service? I think so. That will clean up nicely, hopefully. Look at that. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's a good find. Happy days. We're do some more work on that back at the ranch, and I've got to tell you about John of Gaunt, haven't I? Let's crack on. Well, I think the military are back to find us. Snapped off at the bottom, there's some writing on there. Is that English? I don't know. I'll have to give it a clean up back at the ranch, and we'll get Mrs. Wife to have a look at that. She's better at identifying stuff than I am. Snapped off at the bottom there, that's a shame. No pin. But again, that's nice, isn't it? We're having a good day today with badges and stuff, aren't we? I did say this was my new favourite field, didn't I? I think I said that before. Does it say check? Don't know. We'll see when we get back to the ranch. Brilliant. I'm going to film this quickly because I've never seen it before. I've heard about it. I've never seen about it. There you go. It's a button. Can you see the old grass? The brute has gone straight through the button. That's the power of nature for you. Look at that. Didn't stand a chance, did it? Boff. I'm going that way and you ain't stopping me. How exciting. Oh, I like that. Halfpenny. I think I can just see Invicta on there. Can't see a date on that. Let's have a look. Who says that? Oh, that's. I would have said that was a king. Might be able to get something off of that. Another coin. Another coin. What do we reckon? Some form of mount? Symmetrical? Something in the middle there once upon a time? Deliberately. Oh, I don't know, but no, it might have been flat at one point. What do we think? It's alright, isn't it? Very nice. Strange, but very nice. Now then, how about that for a tiny, let's try and get you in the sun, shall I forget the sun? Look at that. It's a tiny little token, look at that. It's all nature, isn't it? Can't make out anything on the back just yet. Well, there is something, isn't there, I think? We'll clean it up and have a look at that later. Now that was deep. That was a big old signal, but it was down deep. I had to search for that. Lovely. Happy with that. First little coin of the day. Nothing exciting. It's a coin of green, about the size of a modern day 1p. Which, to be fair, it could actually be. No, it's too thin. It's very, very thin. We'll see what that is later. I shouldn't think we'll find anything from that. Bit of lemon juice, bit of a soak. Doesn't do the coins any good really, but you can just see what they were. I don't think we're going to get much off of that. As you can see, it's come from the pathway, so I've got to make good. First little coin of the day. Nothing exciting. It's a coin of green, about the size of a modern day 1p. Which, to be fair, it could actually be. No, it's too thin. It's very, very thin. We'll see what that is later. I shouldn't think we'll find anything from that. Bit of lemon juice, bit of a soak. Doesn't do the coins any good really, but you can just see what they were. I don't think we're going to get much off of that. As you can see, it's come from the pathway, so I've got to make good. I think I have conclusive proof that the aliens have been here. Now what on earth is that? Looks like a little alien face, doesn't it? Obviously, probably goes up that way. Part of something that way. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? So I'll get a bit better. There we go. How about that? What on earth is that? Quite old, I would have said. We'll have a look at that at the ranch, shall we? Let's see what we can see. Curious. Watch gang, hope you enjoyed the videos. We're back again, we'll run through some of the finds. Dexter's here to see you, and I've just showed, look, he's got his festive bandana on. How about that? Now here I'm going to be doing a backboard like I've seen on some of the other videos. So if anyone's got any stickers or anything they want to send me, then I will put them up there, and they can get some advertising every time I make a video. So there you go, you've got all that space to use up, guys. Help yourself. Oh, Dexter's off. Right, we're going to go through some of the finds. 1918 George V penny, that came up. Lovely patina on that. It's a bit rusty on that side, but that's okay, isn't it? We don't mind that. Now, this I thought was military, is in fact the Sky Cadet Corps, and this is made by Lone Star company, made in England in the 50s or so. It's a toy. I'll put a photograph if I remember at the end. It did have big old wings coming out either side. That did. So that's not actually official military. I chased all my historian friends up, and they said no idea what you're talking about, mate. And we eventually found it out to be a tin plate toy, but it's still quite cool. This other bit of military is the King's Royal Rifle Corps. Now if I put this down, there was another cross bit there, another one of these. So this was mirrored like that, and made a cross, and it had a big old circle motif in the middle. So that's just actually the top fragment. That's from the King's Royal Rifle Corps, and they were between 1830 and 1958. So it's pre-1958. The bit at the top says Célèbre et audax, which means swift and bold, and it's from that little motif up there that I managed to track it down to work out what it was. So that's not bad. There's the grassy button. Never seen it before, heard of it, never seen it before. Grass growing through something. I saw one chap had a video of a Roman coin with a bit of grass going through the middle of it, but not here. An old button. Victoria penny by the looks of things. Can't really make it out. It's 18 something according to Mrs. Wife's eyes, and her eyes are better than mine. Broken mount. Haven't cleaned it. It's too fragile to clean. I would have said that was something once upon a time because it's so symmetrical. It's too symmetrical to be accidental breaks. So I don't know what that is. There's probably something in the middle of that once upon a time. Tiny little lead token. That cleaned up nice, didn't it? Look at that. Tiny little one. We like that. That's nice. I like that. Nothing on that side, but that's all right. A little coin that came up. Can't get it. It's very, very thin, and it's very regular. So I'd say it was milled, but I can't get anything of it. That's had a soaking in all various things for a couple of days. There's nothing I can get off of that anymore. And a few other bits and pieces. Cloak fastener. A nice old leather stud. We've had one of the lead stud. We've had one of those before, haven't we? And that was probably used to do a tunic at one point, I would have said. Spoon handle or fork handle. Fork handle. Probably from the war. Probably from a mess tin. And this, my old alien head. Look, there's the alien. Were you on the aliens? Or was it that way? It was the alien. Yeah, that way's the alien. I think, looking at it, it's the key. Another circle there, another circle there, and a stem coming down there, so you would have held that to unlock. I reckon that's the hell of a key. That's my guess. Anyone knows different, let me know. Well, that's pretty much it this week. Gary enjoyed himself. He found a few bits and pieces. We retuned his machine until we can find some shotgun cartridges, and he's going to be coming back out with this again very soon once he learns his machine a bit better and he has a bit more time to spare. So there you go. That's this week's, as promised, a bit from John of Ghent, or John of Gaunt. You going to say goodbye, Dexter? No, that's what he says. That's what he thinks about it all. Right, give us a thumbs up, give us the subscriptions. Thanks to all the new subscribers, a lot of new people from America. Hello to you all, thanks for subscribing. Thanks to Nathaniel Outdoor Adventures for giving me some great advice and some great help, and also putting a few people my way. So remember guys, if you want to see your stickers up there, I'm going to be making a big board at some point this week. So if you want to see your stickers up on the board, just behind Doug Dexter there, then give me a shout, send me some stickers. I'll pay postage, don't worry about that. And we'll get you some advertising up there. See you on the next video guys. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.